Since having my own home, I have really enjoyed the process of finding unique interior pieces and designing a space that I love to be in. Throughout the process, I have tried to make environmentally conscious decisions without compromising on my own personal style. Along the way, I have found some really pretty pieces, but I've also found some great independent businesses. So in this video, I thought I would share with you what I've managed to find. The first source I wanted to share with you is one that I found on Instagram. I also feel like this had to be the first place that I mentioned in this video, purely based on the fact of how many items I've actually collected from them so far, and that is Fade to Grey Antiques. I've used the word collection, but it's probably bordering along the lines of an obsession now. I'm probably up to about 10 items now, and that's only if I'm not forgetting anything. The concept behind this business is painted antiques, with a finish that is slightly softer, making them more versatile to fit with a modern home, without losing that classic elegance. At first, I was naturally apprehensive about buying from a brand which I'd found via Instagram, and obviously I had only seen the pieces online, particularly because it is furniture, which is of course going to be that bit more expensive, but the process was honestly seamless, hence why I'm a returning customer. Martina is such a lovely person and honestly goes that extra mile to make sure that the item is actually right for you. This is definitely a more eco-considerate way of furnishing your home, rather than buying newly made items from big manufacturers. Quality antiques can be sturdier, not to mention the fact that they have actually already withstood this test of time. But also considering their age, they would have been made in a more eco-friendly way. I'll add in a few clips of the items that I've purchased, which includes my dining table and my dining chairs, a beautiful chest of drawers which has lovely deep storage, and actually these panels which are behind me that I have chosen to hang like art. The second place is somewhere to me that is just heaven, and that is the Scottish Antique Centre. They could literally just close the doors, leave me in there, and I would be in my element. There are what seems like endless amounts of beautiful antiques at such varying prices. It's there that I found this stunning cake stand. I had been on the hunt for something similar for months, so when I came across this, I really felt like I'd hit the jackpot. I know that at the moment, with all non-essential stores being closed, you can purchase some of their items online via either their website or their Facebook page. I am waiting not so patiently for it to be open again and safe to go, because honestly that is my idea of a good day out. I know, I'm clearly wild and out of control. The third is somewhere that's probably only relevant if you live in this area, but the concept could still resonate. And that is Angus Fine Art in Kerrymere. I don't think I've ever been able to walk in there without spotting something. There's a mixture in there of prints and originals and just such beautiful antique frames. I've got quite the little selection now, but the only one that I can actually show you in my hands is this one, and that's because all the rest are hanging up on the walls. This is a Rob Ritchie print in this lovely antique frame and on an antique art stand. I just feel like this is such a nice way of making your home your own and having pieces that aren't just the same as everyone else. I honestly can't say enough good things about this place. It's such a pleasant, friendly experience. The next is another art piece, or pieces to be exact. I found Be Abstract or Red Row Cambridge on Instagram. I found these when a picture of a 3-piece set of abstract art popped up, which turned out to be bespoke painted. All of the pieces are individual, yet they're so reasonably priced. Again, with buying something online, I was a bit hesitant, but it was a really nice process. It wasn't pushy at all, which I have found in the past with art sellers. I'm the kind of person that if somebody tries to rush me or push me into buying something, then I'll just walk away. It really doesn't matter how much I like something, I'll let it go. But that wasn't the case here. It was a faultless service. The next places are pretty obvious ones when it comes to looking for second-hand or pre-loved items, but I thought I would still share as a reminder of the gems that you can come across. The first place is Facebook Marketplace. I have mentioned before how I can just get lost in scrolling through, and it can be a bit of an addiction. I mentioned the coffee table that I found when it was still available on a lot of the major retailers for £250 upwards. Yet I managed to find it on Marketplace for about £40–45. But I also came across this plant pot, which is so in line with my style. I don't know where it's originally from, and it doesn't really matter to me. It has been housing my orchid, which is currently in hibernation, I guess you would say, and looking a bit sad. Both items I was able to pick up very locally, pre-restrictions. The second is a really obvious place for pre-loved, and that is eBay. I managed to find this India Jane vase. I had been eyeing it up on the website but decided to check good old eBay, and lo and behold, I found two. The second is a similar situation, but I wasn't actually planning to buy it new because it would have been well out of my price range. But I did find this Ochre book box pre-loved. Someone was selling this, they no longer wanted it anymore. It came with the original packaging, the original box, everything to show its authenticity. This is still available new at about £300. So when I say I paid nowhere near the price, I really mean I paid nowhere near that price. Repurposing your old items is obviously always going to be the best option. This isn't a place, but in my family we tend to swap our items between us. I recently actually just got this plate from my mum's house, as well as these two ornaments. They are definitely not new. They have been in that house since I was a little girl, and they are going to get a little clean up, but nowadays they probably fit the aesthetics of my home more than they do hers. Another way to give things a little freshen up is to move things around the home. That requires little effort and money, but still gives things a new lease of life. That's it for my little show and tell. Some might think a little misplaced on a health channel, but I'm all about a positive environment and a positive mindset. Your surroundings have a proven effect on your mental well-being. But I shall leave it there, and hopefully you'll check back in for the next video.